I'm Emery. You're watching DataViz on the Go, the series where you learn DataViz time savers inside everyday software like Excel. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to add the icons to the upper left corner of state level dashboards or state snapshots. These are made in Excel. You can view them in Excel. You can interact with them in Excel. The icon changes, the state name changes, the takeaway sentence changes and writes itself behind the scenes. The numbers update themselves, the graphs update themselves, right? You can look at this in Excel. It's pretty user-friendly. Or you can save it as a PDF, and then the print view, the PDF view, would look like this. Each state has its own icon. I've got plenty more resources about how to link everything behind the scenes to make this interactive dashboard so that you can set up one template and then have it populate with each state's data. But this video is just about the icon, and it's about the time savings behind the icon. The long hard way, let me delete this and show you what I often see people doing. The long hard way is you click on that cell and you go to insert and you go to picture, and then you find the file where you have a PNG or a JPEG, which you would have already had defined. And then you just insert it one at a time, but then it's not dynamic. When you select Connecticut from the list, you'd have to go to insert pictures, find Connecticut's JPEG or PNG. Way too much work. That is way too much work. So instead, we're going to link this. You would need, behind the scenes, a lookup table that connects the full state name with the icon. The icons are not PNGs, they're not JPEGs. They are letters. There's a keyboard map that knows that uppercase B gives you the Alabama shape in a font called StateFace. StateFace. It's a symbol font. You've heard of symbol fonts before. You've heard of Webdings. You've heard of Wingdings. StateFace is a symbol font like this, okay, that maps a letter to a icon. You'd have to download that or install it first. If you look below the video, I've got resources on how to do that in case you're new to installing fonts. And then you would do a lookup formula, VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, index match. Those are all in the lookup family. You'd use a lookup to connect your lookup table, your helper table, to your dashboard over here. I'll do a X lookup. Would this be X or V? I don't think it matters here. I think you can do either one. I'll zoom in case you're brand new to lookups. We're gonna look up. Oh my gosh, I'm writing in StateFace. We'll look up here, the formula bar, and we're gonna, no, let me delete this so you don't see states. I was looking down at my keyboard, obviously, while I was typing. Let me turn this into Arial so you can actually see it. Okay, equals X lookup, and we're gonna look up the full state name that's already sitting in cell F1, which behind the scenes is linked to this slicer and some pivot tables. Okay, we're gonna look up the state name in this list. And when we find it, we're gonna return the keyboard map or the icon, something from C or D over here. So Connecticut maps to an uppercase G, and then you turn that uppercase G into StateFace and it gives you the shape. Then it's looking up Delaware in that helper table, and it gives us a whatever Delaware maps to. Delaware is a uppercase H, and so on and so on. Pretty cool, right? So you have to download, AKA install StateFace. You make a lookup table, and then you look it up. And then you don't have to do insert picture, blah, 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 blah. You get to make one big template that somebody can interact with in Excel, or they can save as PDFs and you could add this to the back of a report. I often use this technique in big research and evaluation reports where The body of the report talks about the national trends, what's going on big picture across the country. And then the appendices have breakouts, one state at a time, so states can see their own data. And the icons are obviously optional, but I think they add a nice touch. They make it more visual. There's also research showing icons can increase memorability, so I try to add icons like this whenever I can.